Well, I'm trying to figure out how fresh it is, and I can't find a way to do it other than to take a bite. But I definitely don't want to do that.
What do
Taste
I
will stick
see?
for ages.
All right. Yeah, these bodies are pretty old. Doesn't seem like. All right. Same for Gustav. These bones are have been not used by any humans for quite a long time.
All right. Going back.
So, if the rest of us push forward, do we get additional shares of the gold crowns?
No. If you want
You
to
can't
go,
say
fine.
that. You can't say
Shut
that
up.
and leave.
Shut up, you filthy elf!
Fuck you! I'm stabbing him. I'm not
Whoa.
stabbing him. That was just jumping.
Yeah.
Although at the
If you
same
want to
time,
go-
I will throw a rock at his head
If you want,
for no damage.
to go on, okay, but you go on the front lines.
That's not your call. If you're leaving, you don't get to tell me jack shit, you coward.
No, you're a coward. I was the one surrounded by zombies when you were.
I
safe
was the one
over
surrounded
there.
by beastmen while you were hiding in the back in the bridge.
Hey, shush you two. I'm trying to
I
listen
was-
to see what's
I
up
was-
ahead.
Well, clearly
I
it's
wasn't.
whatever's coming forwards that are arguing.
Yeah, so, this goes further down, I suppose?
Yes.
Do I hear motion or anything of the like I did before?
Give me a perception roll. That's plus 20 for your listening, right?
Aha!
Okay. As you're closer to the edge of the stairs, it seems like the kind of scratching and maybe rattling sounds are a bit louder than there were before.
There's definitely more of them, and they are definitely on the move, more so than before.
Ow.
So, Conrad, how do you feel about getting surrounded by zombies and skeletons again?
Well, since it's already happened and I know what to expect, I think we can definitely handle ourselves one more time.
I think so. I think you're the bravest, most noble knight in the immediate 5-foot vicinity of me. I think you're the perfect man for the job.
Very well, then are you coming with me?
Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't miss watching this again.
I'm with you as well.
I'm with you. But if I die, I'll hunt your ass.
Just your ass, though. The rest of you is safe.
Lexa, I guess, will just sort of clutch her sides, going, "Ow," and follow.
I also want to point out here, from an out-of-character level, I do have the talent Fearless.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is that
Phil
the
is not stupid.
No, actually, it says crazy is also an excuse.
okay?
You are either brave enough or crazy enough that you know no fear. So, I'm just saying, from an out-of-character standpoint, to explain the in-character stuff, I am fearless.
Yeah. Can we say we didn't?
Shower.
No, that's you. Can we say we still have our weapons at the ready?
Yeah,
Just
if
in
you want
case?
to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, at that point, then I'll switch to my short bow while we're moving
I'm
forward.
switching over to sling.
All right. All right. So you want to go down the catacombs? Yes.
Indeed.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's switch to the other catacomb map.
Okay.
I moved you a bit to the forward here.
Just-
I don't know why.
Just a bit of concern. When do we stop the session for today?
I think it's like an hour from now, right?
Oh,
Right.
All right. Let's see.
So I'll just move you back if you don't mind. And remove
May have to go a
Swifty.
little bit early because I need to eat and take my meds while I hit. While I hit. Oh fuck.
40 minutes
Oh,
sound
I
good then?
understand.
You want to try for 40 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what happens next. Then.
Sorry.
If that, I mean, if that's good for Cheery, I'm just throwing out there. You want to try
Yeah.
for 40 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, that's no problem for me. That's right. If that's all right with you, so let's get on with it. So as you're descending the stairs, um, the air gets kind of murkier, harder to breathe, and the
Oh
the
no.
general the
My doom
general
is lack
aura,
of breath shall kill thee.
Yeah.
Do you
the
say that out loud?
general-
No, but Gustav looks fearful.
Yeah, the general aura of the crypt goes from like hallowed to something mysterious, something dark. So I'd like you all to make a terror test. That's a willpower test. Um, and Alexa, I'd like to give you make it a challenging test, as you are from the Empire. You might be more fearful of more and what might happen to you. in
Now,
the
do you mean
afterlife.
terror or do you mean fear?
Fear?
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say terror is the only one I can be rolled on. So it's like you just jumped one above. It's like, okay, shit.
You know,
Wow.
Conrad, I said I was with you, but when I said with you, I also mean behind you, and by behind you, I also mean maybe not in here. And by not in here, I mean back at the tavern where it's nice and safe and warm, and I have a nice little book.
You can't read. Stop pretending you can read.
What are you talking about? Of course I can read.
No, you can't.
We're just
So-
assuming that he's like on a walking chair, just like his picture all the time, just like that
Right.
dad from Roundhouse that had the riding chair.
Oh God, I remember that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So great, the guy who wants to run away is the only one who is not afraid, besides me. So I guess I'm gonna be in the minority here.
Right.
What does
So,
the fear actually make us do, if anything?
so everyone that didn't pass the test, add yourself 1 insanity point.
Oh.
Oh, only insanity. Well, that's fine.
Oh, only insanity. Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
If you need a reminder on the after you have accumulated 6 points of insanity, every additional point you'll have to roll your willpower if you get an actual insanity.
Then I would like to spend a fortune point to re-roll that.
Go ahead.
I think I will as well.
Hey, I don't have any insanity points for now.
I have 3. Don't you? I thought you got some when you touched the book. Or did you never?
No.
No, you never touched the book. I held it
No.
open so you wouldn't have to touch it.
Aha! Even with a challenging roll, I managed to steel myself and not go nuts.
Very well.
Is it
Okay.
challenging for everybody?
Let's hope a farmer doesn't go crazy and kill everybody.
Only those who believe in more. So as you are from Bretonia, you wouldn't care for that. All right. So as you go down, the room opens up to a kind of a mostly circular shape. You can't really see the end of it. You can see that it just goes wider, if anything. There's a pillar in front of you, and you can, in the distance, see two on the sides, kind of holding this place together. But somehow, this place seems like it's too big to be under the Morse Park, the cemetery. Right. So whatever you want to do, guys.
I want to use my perception and magic sense before I do anything else.
Yes, in fact, I believe I'm still trying to hear for bone rattling and such, given that they ambushed us last time.
No, they didn't ambush you. Me and Conrad were ambushed.
Well, you know, us, me, same difference.
Yeah.
Well, then I guess I didn't mean the fear test. I meant the terror test. I think that's the one with insanity,
Oh.
right? But it's still a willpower test, if I remember correctly.
So you did sure. Huh. Hey.
All right.
Hey.
Well, I mean, if it was a terror test, then everybody ran away who was failed.
Really? So which
Oh.
one was?
So
okay,
everybody
it's
but
just-
Yeah, if you well, no, if it's a terror test, then I roll still because I treat terror as fear, but I wouldn't get insanity from it.
Oh.
If you fail a terror test, you must run away at top speed until out of sight of the terror-inducing monster or scene. If you can't run, you curl into a ball in a near catatonic state, and you count as being helpless. And you keep making those tests until you pass every round.
So
All right.
the only
So
one.
let's just keep it as a simple willpower roll for now. Right.
So then, should I have made a roll then, if you want to use it as terror?
Yeah, I assume that you're fearless. The atmosphere doesn't really frighten you as much.
I'm a crazy man.
You're a crazy man, exactly. So let's leave it as it is. All right. The perception. So the kind of rattling sounds and all that definitely come from the end of this room. It seems like they're getting closer as you move further into the catacombs. As for magical sense, you definitely sense magic. It feels like it also comes from the end of the room.
Yes.
But you can't really,
That's
feel the intention of magic, so to speak.
they are in the end of the room. Then I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
You're in this-
Conrad, what are you going to do about that?
What did he say? He was so quiet I couldn't hear him.
He said he thinks they're at the end of the room.
They
Well,
are.
then I think we should go and see what they are.
Sounds good.
I heard bones rattling.
Heft your shield and lead the way.
Just beyond you. Shadow and preserve us.
If I use him as a shield while he has a shield, then I'm double shielded, right?
Right?
Yeah, sure. Just go.
Alright.
Moving in 20-foot increments until I'm either stop or reach the door.
Oops.
Right, go ahead. I'll let you know when something's happening.
Technically, my move is only 3 because I'm encumbered, but, well,
Nobody's moving.
nope.
Well, I'm like the one holding a short bow, so I'm literally your ranged combatant.
I think as we've covered, all of us are.
Well, yeah, but you guys are using slings. You're like
If
my
only we had a sailor with us.
you're my redneck cousins.
I don't have anything to use at range, but I'm not going back into melee.
Right. So Conrad, as you approach kind of end of the room,
Yes.
Wait,
there is-
just real quick before we go into how screwed Conrad is. What's the range of the light on the lantern?
That's a good question. I mean,
Because you
like,
told
you
us
have-
before that our night vision wasn't working that far away from it.
yes.
Let's check the equipment out.
Let's see.
It has a
it-
torch
it
if need
is-
be, so that's
it is-
okay.
yeah, it's
I only
specified-
ask because
Yeah.
Griff's character would have to stay somewhat near Conrad for Conrad to be able to see. Yeah, 'cause the lantern itself doesn't say. Just says what it does, not how far it's. Oh wait, never mind. There it goes. Lamp,
illumination.
lantern, normal vision 16.
That might be the entire area then.
Maximum vision 40.
If I'm in the center, then it's not any
And
further.
a lantern only lasts for 4 hours.
Okay. Yeah, I think
You're
like
just
from the center of the room, you with a lantern, you could see both ends.
Mhm.
All right. So Conrad, what you see before you is something that seems like a door. I mean, it's in the shape of a door, but it looks like it's basically stone. There doesn't seem to be any cracks, any openings in it. And on it, there's a large, what you call, like a relief, like a carving of a school. Also, it seems that the door, uh, it's seems like there's some red light coming off of it, but you don't see any light sources.
Come, everyone, check out this strange door we have found.
Sure.
Very bizarre.
Right? Does everyone approach it?
Yes. Carefully.
Carefully.
Suppose we should knock?
Okay,
Alexa,
so as
come
you-
up here. You don't want to be back there by yourself.
As you approach the door, a voice that seemingly just speaks in your head asks a question, and so you can hear, "What can never be observed, but its presence prevents everything from being seen."
Darkness.
Oh, wait. Yeah,
Um,
just answer the question. I'll give you some moment to prepare for anything that might happen.
Wait, that book you've been reading this whole time, that's been the Book of Riddles, isn't it? You had all the answers the whole time.
Maybe.
It's a
All right.
hole. It's a hole in the barrel. Somebody
alright,
gets the joke.
No, the answer is actually assholes. Around us all the time, but prevents us from seeing anything.
all right. So as Gustav says, darkness, the door, quote unquote, disappears.
Well, what do you know?
Apparently, the answers to riddles.
You made a whole door disappear. You're magic.
With a word.
I think the door was magic, not me.
Well, I'm willing to believe either of those.
Whatever. As we should just finish what we're here for.
It was to find That was
As
to
you
find missing people, right? Is that what we're here for? I've
Um,
kind of forgotten.
Yeah, I mean, basically, we're here for. We need to figure out what's going on in the cemetery here.
Because I was say, do you think missing people got past the skeletons and the riddle room?
They could
Not
have perhaps been dragged behind
well.
it.
Yeah, they could have been dragged here.
Fair enough.
Who else sets up a riddle door, though?
Yeah, and
The
why bother
Sphinx.
with such a shitty password? I mean,
Well, I imagine not everyone knows it.
huh.
I mean, thank God we
Oh.
weren't idiots.
Keep in mind, this is an era where if you tried to do the rubber pencil gag, it would burn you as a witch.
Yeah, of course, but Gustav is a scribe, so he figures, like when you have an expert, the experts tend to think everyone knows the answer. So they're
To be fair,
highly
though, if you
confident.
did the rubber pencil trick, you were probably rich already.
Yeah.
What's that, a pencil? I'm still writing shit down with burnt sticks.
If you know how to write, that is.
Yeah.
All right. So, do you dare to go down this set of stairs?
Of course, as soon as Conrad enters the stairs properly. Yeah.
Hey, yes, as long as it's Conrad first.
Yeah.
Let's brave this
Coming up
darkness.
Look, Conrad was trained to dodge. None of us else were.
Yeah.
I have no idea how hell he moved so fast to avoid shit.
Well, at the very least, people trying to swing for me miss half the time, because there's half the amount of spaces that they want to hit. See?
Okay.
Being a halfling helps half the time.
So you move down. We changed map, by the way. You move down the stairs through a very narrow corridor, and this corridor seems to be out of place, so to speak. The walls have been very poorly made. This seems like not created by skilled craftsmen as the other part of the catacombs. This seems like someone just kind of dug it up in the wall. And as you go down, you come into a very dimly lit room. On one side of the room, you can see pretty much a pile of corpses. And to your left, to your right, there seems to be a man huddled over a body, just cutting it up to pieces. On his table, apart from the body, there's a lot of kind of bottles with different fluids, with different parts of bodies, just strewn around. All right. So, do you enter the room? Do you approach?
I'd turn around to Victor and I say, "There's a guy up there you probably want to talk to."
Oh, well, let me just go up and say hello. Conrad, would you mind going first? I'll be right
course.
behind you.
We're holding a lantern that illuminates everything in front of us. I think we know. There's no sneaking up on this guy.
This isn't sneaking up, this is cautiously
No,
approaching. Thank
no,
you.
not that. The person who keeps saying shh, shh. We're not sneaking up on anybody.
You don't know. He's very busy in his work.
Hello over there.
And as he sees your torches and your lanterns from behind and hears your voices, he kind of just grabs a staff that was on the desk of his, slowly kind of turns around, looking at you, and says, "Ah, yes. I did need some fresh meat. Why did you come here?"
I like to think of myself as more than a piece of meat, but I don't suppose you happen to know what's happening to people disappearing around these parts. Victor says while just eyeing all of the bodies in the room.
Oh, no disappearances, no. Not at all.
How much of like a terrible lie is that? Victor will...
Yeah, the smell is pretty fucking. Yeah, what will
Victor will
Victor
just
do?
kind of look at him and just go, really? Come on.
Why did you do that? Why
Oh,
are
yeah,
you doing this?
I had my reasons, and a little bit magic. But in any case, I don't like your presence, if you don't mind me, so I'll just tell my guards to let you out. And as he
Wait,
says
we
it,
have something that might interest you.
um, okay, he stops in the middle of the sentence, and what that would be?
A magic book.
A magic book?
Yes. And
Are
I
you
tend
trying
lash.
to?
A magic book.
Lash.
Yeah, you can lets you shrink down, get into people's bloodstreams.
Why
I'm
are
not
we talking to
interested
this
in
chaotic
your-
filth?
I know, right? Shouldn't we just kill him?
You guys are the worst.
You're the worst. Don't give up my book.
Yeah.
So, as you're talking, he just strikes down his staff, gives it a knock on the old wood that he built his little laboratory on, and from the ground, or rather, yeah, from the ground, just wake up pretty much. A few skeletons.
So I'm just asking for a friend. Is the air still thick down here?
Yeah, it's pretty much, yeah. All right. I mean that normally would mean combat, but I think we are in a point of no return, kind of, right? Because anyone
It
wants
looks
to
like
go?
it. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
but
he's
we
approaching
finished
us
it.
with malicious intent here.
Yeah.
Well. Oh god. Why did you just go with it? Like you could have approached it and straight at him.
Because I want you to stop talking about it.
Come
I'm gonna sell you out every time I can.
on. Oh come on.
I would like you to think about that for a moment. You sell me out every
All this-
time you can.
Of
With all
course,
the
you're an
selling
elf.
out we're doing, you'd think we'd have a little bit more profit. But I guess
You're
our
an
margins
elf.
are really
I'm a
shabby.
human. I'm a racist piece of shit. Of course.
I know you are.
American. All humans are racist piece of shit in this universe.
I don't know. You seem to be the only one so far.
Hey,
You're literally the only one so far.
I don't know. I just read the background and so.
I'm not a piece of shit.
Yeah.
If you
I'm
were,
a dairy farmer.
say if you were, I'd pick you up. The worst pickup line ever, right?
Yes. It's like saying homosexuality is a disease, and I have it for you. That's the kind of. Never mind. It's funny from a perspective.
All right. Let me just roll up the initiative real quick for your old friends skeletons.
Yeah.
The thing is that they can barely scratch Conrad, so it's not an issue.
I'm more concerned about the necromancer, to be honest. But
Okay.
you can use your bow to kill him easily, I think. Right?
Well, I can use my bow to try to kill him. I don't know about the easily part. I mean, so long as some of you guys just don't go running up into his face. That really seems to screw me up.
Yeah, now I'm not going to try to run up Fimmus.
That's why I put my sword and my dagger away, because I don't have to run up into people's faces anymore like I did the Beastman.
Okay. Victor, give us an idea what you do.
I'm the fastest halfling alive. Uh, I'm gonna go ahead and step here around Conrad and kind of go, I got you, buddy. And now we're 2v1 against this guy.
Oh yeah.
How much of a bonus is it versus 2v1?
10.
Okay. Well, I moved so I don't get to aim, I believe, so I'll just add in 10.
Yep.
It's a miss nonetheless, but at the very least I'm there and Conrad's not going to get totally swarmed this time.
Yep.
I do like how the initiative order is basically the same as last combat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question.
Turns out-
If I've been marching around with my bow out, would it be too far to assume that I've had an arrow notch this whole time as well?
I would hope so.
Yeah, I mean.
Why else
just
do you have
having
your bow out?
Look, I'm just trying to indicate here the mechanics versus the reality that I'm visioning, so... Okay, so then I'm going to take the half-action aim and aim at the Necromancer and attack.
Okay.
Can you think of a situation where you'd be exploring a spooky dungeon and you wouldn't have an arrow knock?
There are the fantasy elements of people being, I don't have any arrows left, I'm going to hit people with my bow, so yes, I can imagine. Hawkeye does it in the Avengers, if you remember.
Yeah, and he's the worst one.
He's not the worst one, he has a family. He's a family man, goddammit!
So did Charles Manson. What's your point?
Yeah, and look, people are still standing up for him.
Oh god.
Hold on, damage. 11.
11. Holy shit. Okay, that was Buddy.
Yes.
Please tell me if he dies, all the skeleton will die too.
Would make a real fast end to the combat.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, but it would make sense, right?
I don't know how much it would make sense in this setting.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. He, takes the arrow and he's pretty fucking badly wounded.
Down to 6 arrows.
Yeah, good stuff.
I won't use a skill. Academic knowledge magic. If I can. Will it be free or an elf action? See if I can
What
do-
exactly do you want to?
I want to know if I can do anything to mess up with his magic. No, not its. His.
Okay. So give me a roll and.
Will it be a free action or an elf action?
I think free. If you just want to,
All right.
send something, focus on. Okay. As you kind of try to get your bearing about the situation, it seems that the most magic that you can sense comes from the staff that he's holding.
All right. So I will should get his staff, and I will. Actually, I think I will put myself in a. What? The full action for defense. What was it? Defense is stance, right? To prevent skeleton from getting into the face.
Okay. Alexa.
Okay, since I have my sling out, I am going to aim and sling stone the necromancer.
Okay. Give it a shot. Okay. That's
I'm
good.
going to use a fortune point to reroll that.
Okay. I swear to God, if you kill him right now.
How many do you have left?
He has 3 hit points.
No, I was asking how many fortune points does she have left?
Oh, okay.
None. Oh, I hit him right in the grave.
Yeah, worthwhile.
Damn.
Give me a damage roll for.
I have gotten so many headshots this game. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure you don't want to take snipers?
Oh. Okay. He's
No.
not dead yet. Yeah. He's not good, but he's not dead. Okay. Let's move on to the skeleton. And number 4 comes around and just tries to hit Conrad,
Oh no.
and he misses. The other one does the same, with a little advantage of aiming and Conrad being in the middle of it, so to speak. And he misses also. Conrad.
Accolade.
Okay, full attack on since I'm outnumbering the northern zombie on him.
Okay.
And again.
Yep.
And it's my turn.
All right. It's now time for the maid. Okay. So I'm not sure how spells work here.
He has to roll his magic die, and if it hits the target number, it succeeds.
You can
If he
build up
has-
to it too.
If he has a like a focus item, I think it's called, then it'll add to that roll.
What
But
did
it depends on
channeling
the spell.
Did channeling adds another?
It's a
dice,
half
right?
action to take channeling, but it's
Yeah.
also a half action to cast, so.
It depends on this.
Right. Let's just
Well, yeah,
try
yeah.
it. I
It
guess.
depends on whatever the spell is, how many rounds or actions that takes. But it is a half action for channeling test to see if you can get a bonus on your roll.
So he tries to channel. What? He did roll a 1.
It looks like you say he has no training in the skill
All right.
because channeling isn't
yeah.
advanced.
Okay. I didn't check it. Okay, but yeah, it is a success nonetheless.
But what's the action economy on the spell? Is it a half action spell?
Yes, it is half action, but I can't see where I check whether the channeling.
Give me a sec.
Oh, it just said amounts of magic.
Yeah, I had this memorized before, but I'm so far away from actually casting spells that I've forgotten again. Channeling helps you focus the magic of the wind. Text spell, you add a bonus equal to your magic characteristic to your casting roll.
All right. Oh, he actually succeeds. All right. Seeing as the Conrad is the the better target for his dark magic. So he sucks out some
1d10, regardless of toughness or armor. Ha!
So I take 1 wound.
Yep, you take 1 damage, and the mage heals himself for 1. Great. All right. Skeleton 2. Let me see, where is he? Okay. He approaches Victor.
Howdy.
And howdy back with a miss. And then the last skeleton can only move here, right? Okay. Top.
Haven't we been here before? I think we have.
Yeah, I think we do.
I choose the one directly in front of me again.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and aim. It's the only bonus I'm going to be able to get, because I would like to dodge if I do finally get hit.
You mean parry, right?
That's a miss.
You cannot dodge if you're not trained in it.
That's correct.
Okay. Well, parry is still better than nothing. But yeah, I attempt, and I don't get anywhere with my hand axe.
All right. Lash.
Oh, I of course reload, and I will fire again. And miss. Wow.
Yep. Pretty terribly too. What can you do?
Miss, apparently.
Movement. How many? Where is movement? The character sheet.
To the right of your initiative button. I'm gonna guess you move 4.
Or at 4. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Does getting those diagonals counts as one movement, or can I do this?
You could charging strike the necromancer.
Yeah.
No,
Yes, you can
because
move diagonally.
Well, no, because it's twice your movement, and you could move from in front of me to diagonally in front of Alexa.
yeah. No, I could not. So, and I'm gonna take a parrying stance.
All right. Alexa.
Okay, I will reload and try to hit the necromancer with a sling stone.
All right. Give it a roll.
Nope.
A miss. All right. Back to the skeleton. Skeleton number 4. So he is outnumbered. Oh no, he has a body there. All right. But it's still no advantage on this.
Yeah.
So he just aims and tries to hit Conrad. Didn't happen. The other skeleton does the same. And hits left arm. Do you want to parry or?
Parry with the sword first.
Yep, that's.
Can I parry with my shield as well? Or only once per attack?
Yep. Or only one parry you have.
Alright, so let me then just roll my dodge blow.
You can't try to parry and dodge the same attack. So you either parry or dodge.
Okay, I'm sorry. So I failed that one then. How
Yep.
much did I get hit for?
Ooh,
Wow.
that's 12.
And I soaked that to the left arm.
Yes, that's left arm.
Okay, I have a leather jack, so that's AP1, and my toughness is.
No, it should all be on your armor tabs. You're already looking
Yep.
at the total amount that you soak.
Okay, so I got a 4. So I soaked 4 out of.
So you soak it down to
12.
8, so you're down to 1 wound left.
Yes.
That's critically wounded.
You're in a
And
bad
it's your
way.
turn. Very bad way.
Ow.
What you gonna do about it?
Well, which one hit me?
The one on top of you.
That
Yep.
one?
Exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna fuck his day up and try to hit him twice.
Okay.
Do I get any bonuses to this? Is he outnumbered or no?
As far as I can see, no, he's not outnumbered.
Okay, so I'll just roll my regular dice.
Yep. All
And
right,
I
that's
hit.
a hit. Nice. What he does,
For
that's 8 damage. Nice. And the other
Now let's
attack?
try my other attack.
No, another hit.
And another hit. So I roll my damage again.
Yes. And another
Another
8.
8.
That's 16 damage. And that's I mean, yeah, 10, yeah. So his health is pretty much non-existent at this point. But no critical hit for now. All right. Back to the spellcaster, and he's going to try to heal himself up a bit again. So I'll try to channel. That's a success, and I will count. Oh well.
So I'm confused by what the macro actually means. What's the Fury test stand
Yeah.
for?
It should stand for, yeah, because there's something like Tinge Curse, and
Right, but it's not called Fury test.
yeah.
Well, if a D100 is needed, and there it is.
It's very confusing.
Well, the macro says the spell failed, so...
Yeah, I mean, I'll get into it after the session and see what it actually means. All right, back to the skeleton number 2. Right, he has a swing at Victor. Which hits head. Do you want to try and parry that?
Oof. Yeah, I probably do. I believe I just need to roll a weapons check, or...
There should be a parry button.
Yes, there it is. Let's give it
Right.
a try.
That's a fail, unfortunately, and that's 6 damage.
Aha, but I'm wearing a leather skull cap. I reduce it to 3.
Probably glad you bought it. Okay.
Where do I actually update wounds on this?
It depends on how you actually approach doing that. On your core stats next to your initiative, there's like combat.
There it is.
So I normally do that.
Got it.
Right. The other one would like to slice himself a piece of a nice hobbit too. Ooh, and he also hits you in the head.
My poor head.
Unfortunately, oh yeah, you can only parry once.
Okay.
Once per round.
So that's 5 then.
Alright, reduce it to 2, and now I'm at 5 total.
Good.
That's 5 out of 10. Cool.
Okay, now's your chance to pay it back.
Ow! Why the head? Conrad, you can handle these 3. Going over here. And that should actually outnumber this guy.
Okay. But you needed to disengage if you want.
Oh, there's a... Is that a half action?
Yes.
I think that's. Is it half action? I thought it was full.
Nope, it's full, so basically cannot disengage. So I'm still here. I'll go for the skeleton in front of me then, and I will just aim instead.
All right, go ahead.
Please don't hurt me more. Let me hurt you. No.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Poor halfling.
So I'm going to throw this out there since it's my turn. I think your spellcasting macro is wrong. It's like it's throwing multiple things in there, because the only thing you should have there is the target number and the casting number. The other 2 things shouldn't exist.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it's doing. I haven't made.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that now since it's my turn. Reload and fire at Fimmus.
Okay.
I hit him in the head.
All right. And give me a damage. For
10
it.
damage.
Holy shit. Okay. That was head, right? Good shot.
Crit. Is it a crit?
Yep. This is definitely a crit with 6.
Nice.
Boom! Headshot.
Wow.
Oh man.
Yeah, what I would like to happen is I want him to fly backwards against the wall and be pinned to the wall by the arrow as his body hangs loop. And you'd be like thinking, hey, how does one arrow hold an entire man's body up? I don't know. It was that good of a shot.
And so it happens. All right. And with that, all of the skeletons fall down and just cease existing, maybe just as a pile of bones. And you again this day win combat.
Hooray!
Yay.
Let me just erase them.
And I think it's about time we need to start wrapping up because the other 2 o'clock game is rolling around.
Yeah, so
We'll loot them later.
all the time we have for that. Right. I hope you guys had fun.
Of course.
Of course. Sorry I
Indeed.
missed most of it because of my stupid computer. I'm trying to get it fixed.
By the way,
I'll get it fixed soon, I hope.
do we earn any experience today?
Oh, right. As this is going to be quite a long story, I'll give you experience every session. So I think you've done pretty well. No one died in combat. You've killed the mage. 200 XP for everyone.
Nice. And I believe it was 100 per advancement, correct?
Exactly.
And
Or
it
I'm
is
skill.
definitely going to advance weapon skill at this point, I think.
ballistic skill. Get me up to the 10 I need for my career.
Now we had 200 from last session, our first session.
I think about, yeah.
Okay, because I had it under advancements, but I didn't put it under XP earned. So I'm going to try to keep my total and my spent separate.
Okay.
I'm kind of draining my XP as I use it and just increasing the advancements.
Yeah, I'm now at 54 ballistic skill. I should miss a lot less.
Well, we'll see next time, won't we?
Yes. Good game, everybody. Good game.
Thank
Yep.
you for playing, and thank you, Rackus, for rolling for me while I was indisposed.
Not a problem.
So thank
So the
you.
next
and
game is like what, 2 weeks?
2 weeks. Yeah.
Oh, boo.
Yes, much like Arnold Schwarzenegger says in Total Recall, to win. I guess you had to be Arnold
Take care,
Schwarzenegger fan.
everybody.
Alright, catch y'all later.